With Disney Plus digging into their library for potential shows, it's probably not too surprising that the Muppets would get their shot at a series. Josh Gad even pitched a show that would have followed the events of the Muppets Take Manhattan, although it unfortunately did not make it past the script stage. But we do have Muppets Now, which attempts to recreate the sketch variety feel of the original Muppet Show. I definitely look forward to this when it was announced. And how did I find the series? I thought it was okay. Don't get me wrong, these are the Muppets, so it's still reasonably entertaining, but they seem to lack that extra spark. The premise of the Muppets putting on these various sketches for a streaming series is one with potential, and I did get a few laughs per episode. I think the biggest problem I had with Muppets Now was the lack of variety. For example, Miss Piggy has a segment in every episode in which he tries to give out lifestyle tips. Eric Jacobson is always great at giving Piggy some funny facial expressions, which continued here. And I like that Uncle Deadly, being Miss Piggy's closest associate, is retained here from the 2015 series. But the gag is often the same, with Piggy getting annoyed at whatever regimen she's given and losing her patience. Taye Diggs and Linda Cardellini also appear as celebrity guests in this segment in every single episode, which made me wonder whether they filmed all of these in one day. Similarly, Swedish Chef has a cooking segment in every episode. The Swedish Chef is a very funny character, and there were a few parts that made me laugh, but there's not too much variation in how these sketches play out. A game show hosted by Pepe the Prawn, where he just makes up the rules as he goes along, is somewhat inspired though, and it's nice to see the show remember Walter existed. There's a segment where Muppet tries to interview a celebrity, and while the ones with RuPaul and Aubrey Plaza were underwhelming, the one with Seth Rogen was really funny. Rogen actually fits in rather well with the Muppets. Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker get their own segment, and it was watching their part of the episode where I realized something about Muppets Now that had not really been advertised beforehand. Muppets Now is partly an educational series, with some of the segments attempting to teach the audience something. The Muppet Lab sketches have these chalkboard lessons on science related to what experiment they're doing. The bits with Swedish Chef bring on another chef to teach how to make a certain dish, and Miss Piggy's lifestyle segment presents information on topics like international food and different types of beauty care. It made me wonder whether Muppets Now wanted to be a variety show or an informative show. It had been mentioned that the series would be improvisational, but the whole production felt rather organized and rehearsed. Due to the lack of variety in the sketches, that also means many popular Muppets don't have much screen time. Statler and Waldorf only appear in one episode, for instance. It's admittedly a very funny bit, where they're part of a focus group, but I wanted to see more of those grumpy old men. Do you love Gonzo as much as I do? Tough luck there, because he's barely in the show. There's very little of the Electric Mayhem Band and Sam Eagle too, and the show could have definitely used more Fozzie Bear. And there is not one appearance of Rolf. Hopefully, if they approve more seasons, these other Muppets can be given further chances to shine. When I was underwhelmed with the first episode, I was hoping the show would eventually find its footing, but I only managed to muster a few chuckles per episode. With that said, if you enjoy the Muppets, the series is still worth checking out, because their puppeteers are so good, even when the material is not their best. Anyway, check out all 6 episodes on Disney Plus and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching.